Cancer. I'm Crystal Rose. This is Comfy Soul. Welcome to your reading. So first, right off the bat, there's like some deep feelings here. And I'm just going to say you're either on one side or the other. So I'm just going to throw down, okay? You have a situation here where in the past, you had a hard time looking probably in the mirror, even, honestly. Something hurt you. And I think that for a long time, you were very, very stuck in refusing to look at yourself and what happened and how you got here. But it did get you to a place where you were able to find yourself and look at your own passions and what makes you happy and how to find your own sense of adventure, like write your own story, right? Now, the thing is, with the Eight of Swords and Seven of Wands energy in the past, you now have a situation where you've learned some lessons, you've come through the gauntlet, you've run the trial, and the thing that you're seeking is peace and emotional harmony and love. Now, I think you knew that you were always a very loving sign and that you had love headed towards you. But what I think you didn't recognize is that you needed to learn some lessons on how to protect your amazing, loving, beautiful energy. So here we are presently with the Two of Cups energy. There is love here right in front of you, right in front of your face. If you haven't met this person yet, you're about to. And if you did, you might be confused by the energy, which is forgiveness versus forward movement. Do I let them in? Do I run away? Do I let this new person in? Do I let go of the past? And I feel like with your energy now, you're more concerned about making coin, focusing on your work, focusing on your stability, focusing on mostly manifesting a loyal, committed person to you. So I feel like in the past, you got stuck to something that looked passionate and it was sexy and it was probably very sex-based connection. But I think now in your solitude, having lessons learned at this point, you're recognizing that there's an ability to be in a connection that's a lot more calm, grounded, and peaceful, that's not tied to sexual chemistry. And that would be a much safer environment for you. I'm feeling like you need to forgive yourself. Sonia Choquette, the answer is simple. Say, I'm sorry, forgive yourself. Also forgive someone else in the past for everything that happened. Because you learned a lesson about how to invest in your spirit. You learned a lesson about how to take care of yourself better than what you were doing. I think that you were too trusting, and I think that you didn't realize that not everyone has your best interest at heart and people can be selfish. And I think you recognized that you can walk away from something and even as a single person, be happier and feel more fulfilled and better taken care of than you would be by spending your energy in the wrong place. Let me get you some forward moving energy because I really feel like you have a marriage situation right in front of you with a soulmate that you are meant to be with, and maybe you don't even see it. Let me see. Yeah, you're not sure. Seven of Cups energy, you're in fantasy land. You want to make sure you don't mess up and you're not, making the wrong choice like you probably have previously, right? Let me get you a card of advice on that from The Answer is Simple. Yeah, see? When you've learned a lesson, you already know what to do. This is like a counseling energy, like a therapist, like a coaching session or a reading session. So if you're not sure, you haven't learned this lesson yet, please, for God's sake, come get a private reading and let me blow up your whole life and let me show you why you did what you did and why you put up with what you put up with. You can book one at comfysoul.com. There's a link down below. And if you book yourself, you prevent spammers and scammers. Because you being in fantasy land and being confused, Seven of Cups energy, says that you didn't know what passion was or what it was supposed to do. In other words, like we had this fairy tale idea that, we're going to want to be all over each other and it's going to be sexual chemistry that's off the charts and it's going to be my soulmate and it's going to be a whirlwind romance. And yes, it is. But usually that is also a soul contract from a past life person that you already feel the drama with, and that is a PTSD connection that's going to remind you of a lesson and some trauma that you went to before with them. So it gets very dramatic in this lifetime when you go and do that again, right? And that's a red flag, straight up. So where you're headed now, let's split the deck. Light Seers Tarot. Yeah, you're moving on. You're moving on. You're going somewhere else that's a little more emotionally distant, not so open, a little more logical, and still taking care of you, and then letting this new romance come in. Because I definitely see you landing in a situation where before you felt trapped and now you feel free, and you have choices to make with your money and choices in soulmate. You can move on and move forward. You don't have to stick with a twin flame because they gave you a lesson. In fact, most twin flames will just be for a lesson to teach you how to love yourself and move on. Don't be afraid to move on. Yep. See, and here's an energy of serving. If you have an ability to serve other people and not get caught up in only serving one person outside of yourself, not even you first, Spirit says you can make a very good living taking care of other people. So if you're in a nursing situation, if you work with children, just give back to the universe, give back to the planet. Don't put all that nurturing energy into one shitty person from the past. You see what I'm saying? Everyone else deserves you too, because you're amazing. I'm going to leave it there. If you'd like to be informed of when the next video comes out, please hit the bell notification. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you being here. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm Crystal Rose, and I am out of here. Bye.